Welcome back to the Deep Dig Sports Pod. I'm your host, Drew. My other host, right over there.
What's up? It's D. Good to see you again. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. It really helps us out as far as pushing our content to other viewers just like you. So do your responsibility. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Ohtani dominating.
Shohei Ohtani. So the Angels just beat the dog shit out of the Rockies. 25-3, I believe.
Something like that. And Ohtani didn't even do anything. Trout didn't do anything.
But it makes you look at the Angels and it's like, okay, well, this is a team that has two of literally the best baseball players anybody has ever seen. Mike Trout is generational. And then you have a guy like Shohei Ohtani who pitches. He bats extremely well. He plays outfield. He's fucking awesome. His contract is up at the end of the year. What are you going to do with this guy? If you're the Angels and you've just been dog shit your entire life, you second fiddle to the Dodgers, are you really kind of banking on Shohei Ohtani,
Coming back,
wanting to be an Angel after you've kind of wasted his professional career so far?
I believe he had to stay there, right? Was the way his Japan contract worked out.
He chose, so he had his choice of suitors. He could have gone to the Giants. I think it was the Dodgers. And then ultimately he went to the Angels. So there was a couple other teams in place. I don't know why the fuck he chose the Angels. I don't know what the thought process was
LA?
there. It's cool. But he could have been a Dodger.
Yeah.
So maybe he just wanted that star power to hey, no pressure situation. I could come in. This team fuck his ass.
And the thing is the MLB's tried to market him being on the Angels, and I don't think it's worked. I mean, it's worked internationally, but to the extent of being in LA, this guy should be everywhere the way he's playing. It should be the biggest. He should be up there with, bigger than Giannis and Luka, I think.
Yeah. I think the way he plays is electric. You should be making him just the face of baseball in general. And that I just don't see that happening on the Angels.
Yeah. Because you got to make some playoff runs.
You got to do something. You're wasting Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. This is blasphemous.
They're 4.5 back on their division, and they're tied for that last wild card spot right now. Which is, man, if you have those two players, how are you not in first place in your division easily?
Baseball team sport. I don't know what to tell you.
Would you roll the dice and trade him, or just be like, we gotta keep him and see what happens? Because every team in the league, I'd say, would offer him $1 billion this offseason. So it's kind of his choice where he wants to go.
But let's be realistic. What does his contract look like? What did Aaron Judge sign for? I know it was a astronomical amount of money, but what? And he was a guy who actually did the same thing as Shohei Ohtani. Hey, I'm not going to sign a deal right now. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to play in my contract year. And he fucking balled out.
A 9-year, $360 million deal. I feel Ohtani has to get at least $500 million, bro. He pitches and hits.
And he has the international appeal.
Yeah.
So.
Just a Yankee sign. Who do you think takes the biggest swing? Because he's been kind of linked to the Giants.
He has been linked to the Giants, and I know the Giants were in on Aaron Judge, but it's okay, well, do I want to do that, or do I want to stay with the Yankees where I just had one of the best seasons ever? I'm going to probably stay with the Yankees, the New York Yankees. One of the biggest brands in all of sports. So don't knock him for that. Shohei Ohtani, on the other hand, do you really want to stay with the fucking Angels? The Giants are a much bigger brand, and you see what they've built. So they can build around you with very good role players.
They're
got the pitching.
The Buccaneers right now, pre-Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They're loading up on some young talent. They're overperforming. Just don't know how to close it out in the end of the year. Let's bring in someone who's fucking elite.
Mm-hmm. But also, it's got to be one of the big market teams. The Dodgers, the Padres even could do it. The Yankees, I could very much see him just going anywhere where baseball really fucking matters.
Yeah, and it's going to be a crazy day when he leaves the Angels, and Angels just... That's the thing. Angels are going to fall off into such irrelevancy because Mike Trout was doing Mike Trout things, and no one really cared.
Yeah.
And even now, like, does anyone really watch them and care? Like, yeah, you'll see some highlights when they do some crazy shit, but who is like, oh, catch that Angels game?
If I'm the Angels right now, I know realistically there's two sides of this coin. You could flip him. I would go flip him to like the Reds. Give me Ellie De La Cruz. Give me a bunch of prospects. Like, let me just load up and build this team around Mike Trout. And you still have, again, a generational baseball player. Some might have said he was the best baseball prospect ever. You still have that guy on your fucking team.
Yeah.
So if you build around him, no one's going to be like, oh, like, fucking loser organization. It's like, oh, actually, that's really smart. What they did was Shohei Ohtani on an expiring contract. They went and flipped him for a bunch of prospects, and they really built around this guy. So unless you're going to do it the other way around and trade Mike Trout and just, hey, Shohei, we're really showing you this is what we want to do. We want to make you the guy. But I don't think they do. I think they're just going to stick with what they have, and he's going to leave in free agency.
And then it's kind of tough, too, of, like, I kind of love how the Giants' young core is coming together. And do you want to just keep on filling out with these? Maybe you get someone who's not Shohei Ohtani's level, like someone who's a star, but not the biggest star in all of baseball. And you just round out that roster with the 300 million, 400 million you would have signed him with. I mean, what's your team building strategy there? One guy, let's go all in, or let's spread it.
One guy who's
to four guys.
Electric.
Yeah,
it's a game changer. Again, like, it's one of those things. You need someone to carry you through the postseason. You need a guy who's going to be on it when the lights are the brightest. And I think that Shohei Ohtani just in every situation he's been in, which, again, he hasn't been in the playoffs, so we never know. But he will step up and be like, yeah, like, you know, this is fine. This is just a game. I'm chilling.
I'll go fucking 3 for 5 and strike out 7 guys.
Yeah,
like,
no biggie.
Well, let us know in the comments. Do you want to see Ohtani be a Giant next year? Where do you think he's going to go? Would you re-sign him? Would you flip him right now? Trying to get money back for him. So let us know. We're going